What amazes people is that the developmental history of image transmission goes back to the turn of the last century. And I don't mean the 1900s, but the 1800s. And that the vigorous development of television actually goes back to the 1920s and 1930s. That's what we see in these cabinets, starting from the earliest attempt at mechanical image transmission through electromechanical, all the way through to the electronic television system we have today. Here we have one of the highlights of the museum, Marilyn Monroe's personal black and white portable 12-channel that I bought at auction from Christie's. It only cost me $50,000. Here we have the largest black and white ever made, 31-inch diagonal screen. Took 6 guys to move this beast. Today, there's just a screen. Here we have a beautiful 1957 multimedia designer device that was built in Germany. The sail rotates. There's a shortwave radio and a turntable. And on this mural, I'm attempting to explain how far television signals have traveled from their inception. The thing that got me collecting television sets and eventually led to my creating this museum is this set here, the Philco Predicta pedestal model. I first saw it in the office of a very famous researcher into audiovisual. He was at the time making an announcement for a breakthrough in home video. This is the mid-1960s. Ultimately, that invention went nowhere and caused the company developing it an enormous write-off. But in that office, the opposite corner, I saw this television set. I thought it was beautiful. I couldn't take my eyes off it. And when our interview was over, I asked that gentleman whether he would sell it to me. He laughed. He said no, but asked why didn't I just go and get my own. When I returned home, I made an effort to find this television set, and to my surprise, found it was difficult to come up with. That's when I realized that, paradoxically, precisely because television had become so rapidly so ubiquitous, people were not treating sets like the family silverware, but like the family toaster. They threw out the old models as soon as the new ones came in, and as a consequence, television's history was being lost. That's when I decided I would do what I could to find, to fix, to preserve, and otherwise tell the technological history of the home receiver.